1:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The afternoon news edited by Catherine Pereira, read by Sounditavam. The public health inspectors suspend their strike temporarily. The sale of liquor will be banned in supermarkets during the travel restriction period. Explosion in the Express Pearl, which is on fire off the Colombo harbour, and 25 crew members rescued. Sri Lanka to receive 500,000 Sinopharm vaccine doses today. Special high treatment units will be established in 25 hospitals. In world news, Kuala Lumpur metro train crash injures more than 200 passengers. The decision taken by the Public Health Inspectors Association to refrain from all activities in COVID eradication in the Western Province from this morning has been suspended temporarily. The association said that this decision has been taken after having discussions with the health authorities, including the health minister. They commenced the strike this morning due to a problem that arose in the vaccination process. The reason for this was that the Government Medical Officers Union had provided COVID vaccines only to their family members yesterday. Participating in the cabinet briefing, Minister Ramesh Patirana said that the government has paid attention on providing vaccinations to the families of all health sectors and officials. He also stated that COVID vaccines will also be given to the Grama Niladaris, divisional secretaries, Samruddhi officials and agricultural research officials. The highest number of COVID-infected cases have been reported from the Galle district yesterday. 326 cases were reported. The Health Services Director's Office at the Galle district said that the most number of COVID-19 infections were reported in Habaradua. Meanwhile, 11 officers at the Karapitiya Teaching Hospital staff have been infected with the virus. 9 employees at the Balapitiya Hospital are also infected. 60 prison inmates in the Busa prison have been infected with the virus. The Department of Prisons said that 324 infected cases were reported from the Busa prison. It has been reported that 28 employees at the Koggala Free Trade Zone have been infected with the virus. They are residents of Ahangama, Valigama, Ginimalgaha, Nautana, Akurassa, Dikkumbura, Tihagoda, Galle and Ratkama. The overall COVID cases reported from the Koggala Free Trade Zone is 300. The police media spokesperson DIG Ajit Rohane says the police arrested 745 more individuals yesterday for failing to adhere to health protocols and quarantine regulations while in public. They have been taken into custody for failing to wear face masks in public, not maintaining social distancing and flouting quarantine regulations. According to the DIG, this is the highest number of quarantine law flouters arrested within a period of 24 hours. He said 13,493 persons have been taken into custody since the 30th of October for violating quarantine rules. The operations will also be conducted today by using drone technology and deploying police teams to arrest such persons. Meanwhile, the Army Commander Shavendra Silva said that the public will not be allowed to travel by vehicle to purchase essential goods, as they will only be allowed to walk to the nearest shop. Only grocery shops, pharmacies, bakeries, fish and meat shops are permitted to open today, while liquor stores will remain closed. The government has announced that the island-wide travel restrictions will be extended until the 7th of June. He requested the public to act in a responsible manner. Our regional correspondent has reported that there are long vehicle queues at trade stalls at the moment. Therefore, the police have requested the public not to go to supermarkets or trade stalls in their vehicles. An explosion has been observed on board the container ship Express Pearl, engulfed in fire off the Colombo harbour. 8 cargo containers have fallen into the sea and the vessel is reported to be unstable, the Marine Environmental Protection Authority MEPA stated. The Sri Lanka Navy has rescued 25 crew members from the cargo ship. 2 injured Indian nationals among the rescued have been hospitalised according to the Navy. Meanwhile, the Sri Lanka Air Force SLAF has deployed Bell 212 helicopters to drop dry chemical powder on the Express Pearl to douse the fire, the SLAF spokesman stated. State Minister Professor Channa Jayasemina says that Sri Lanka will receive another stock of the Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine this evening. Thereby, 500,000 doses of the Chinese-manufactured vaccine will arrive as a donation from the People's Republic of China. Meanwhile, the State Pharmaceutical Corporation, SPC, has made a commercial purchase of 14 million doses of the Sinopharm vaccine. The Embassy of China in Colombo confirmed that 3 million out of the purchase will arrive in Sri Lanka in early June. Cabinet approval has been received to the proposal presented to maintain a sufficient stock of oxygen and to establish special high treatment centres in 25 hospitals covering the island. Accordingly, 15 oxygen-generating machines will be installed in 15 rural hospitals. Measures will also be taken to supply 2,500 oxygen-generating machines for the 25 districts. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Airport and Aviation Service donated 10 million rupees to purchase a PCR machine and other equipment for a laboratory for the Hambantota General Hospital. The machine will be utilised to conduct PCR tests for foreigners who arrive from the Mattala Airport and employees who are working at the Hambantota Airport premises. Meanwhile, the governor of the Uva province has taken measures to provide 4.8 million rupees worth PCR machines to the Badulla General Hospital. The 1965 hotline was established with the aim of further improving the efficiency of coordination between the public and state establishments with regard to the distribution of essential commodities and services during the travel restrictions. The aim was primarily to create a close link between the public and the state mechanism during this restricted period and even further until the country is safe from this pandemic. Inaugurating the 1965 hotline service, Minister Namal Rajapaksa said this hotline was established on the directive of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, connecting the Prime Minister's office and the Presidential Task Force on Economic Revival and Poverty Alleviation, led by former Minister Basil Rajapaksa, in order to resolve the issues of the people. We invite the people of this country to contact this hotline 1965 during this period and during the period of travel restrictions for access to essential services and essential goods if there are any instances where their lives have been disrupted due to the corona disaster or if there are any coordination issues with the state mechanism. That's local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The Director General of the Disaster Management Centre, Sudhanta Ranasinghe, says that all arrangements have been made to face any disaster due to the prevailing bad weather. He requested the public to be on alert on the announcements issued by the centre. The Director of the Disaster Management Unit, SPC Sugiswara, told the SLBC that there can be a minor flood situation in the upper areas of the Kaluganga. And that came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watchlight, the industrialists who are engaged in coir products in the southern province say that their traditional industry is deteriorating. The reason for this is the lack of raw materials needed for this industry. They also reported that their industry faced a setback due to plastic products arriving at the market. Therefore, they are facing immense difficulties due to this. They request the authorities to provide speedy solutions to their problems. This is for the attention of the State Minister of Rural Industries and came to you in Watchlight. Moving on to world news in the headlines, Kuala Lumpur metro train crash injures more than 200 passengers. The EU agrees new Belarus sanctions after plane arrest. And the US issues Japan travel warning weeks before the Olympics. More than 200 people have been injured in a train crash in the Malaysian capital Kuala Lumpur. A metro train carrying 213 passengers collided with an empty one in a tunnel near the Petronas Towers. The empty train had just been repaired and was going in the opposite direction on the same track as the full one. District Police Chief Mohammad Zainul Abdullah told reporters there was no sign of foul play. They are investigating the incident, but they suspect that perhaps there was a miscommunication from the train's operation control room, he said. The EU has decided to ban Belarusian airlines from European skies after a flight was diverted to Minsk on Sunday and a dissident journalist arrested. At a meeting in Brussels, the leaders of the 27 member states also told EU airlines not to fly over Belarus and promised further economic sanctions. Roman Petrovich, 26, was on a flight from Greece to Lithuania, which was rerouted over a supposed bomb threat. Western countries accused Belarus of hijacking the Ryanair plane. The US has issued a travel warning for Japan over the country's COVID-19 surge amid heightened scrutiny just weeks before the Tokyo Olympics. But US Olympic officials have said they are confident their athletes will be able to take part safely in the Games. Japan already bans most travelers from entering the country. It's long had low numbers of COVID cases, but is now seeing a fresh wave of infections, pushing the healthcare system in some cities to its limit. Japan has recorded more than 700,000 infections and 12,000 COVID-19 deaths from the virus. That concludes world news, and moving on to development news. A project to construct headquarters for doctors in the southern province has commenced. Under the first stage, these headquarters will be constructed in the Galle district. Accordingly, the Ministry of Health said that the official residence for doctors will be constructed in Nagoda, Alpitia, Nellua, Imadua, Niagama, Habaradua and Baddegama. 250 million rupees will be spent for the project. The construction work is to be completed before the end of this year and came to you in development news.
Sports News is brought to you by...
When Aya bought a motorbike, he bought 2 helmets. So sweet of him. I'm sure the other one is for me.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchies Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchies Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neve.
The second ODI match between the visiting Sri Lankan team and Bangladesh will be played today in Dhaka for the ICC Cricket Championship Super League tournament. The critics say that the rain can obstruct today's match. The Met Department predicts that heavy rains with thunder could be experienced in Dhaka this afternoon. That's sports news, business news up next.
My wife always sets a full lunch table, even if it's just the two of us. She always expects people to drop by, like maybe the army.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchies Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchies Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neve.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
SIAT, the tyre brand manufactured in Sri Lanka by SIAT Kalani Holdings, has been ranked the most valuable consumer brand in the country's motor segment in the 2021 Brand Finance rankings and has moved up 5 places in the overall list. The world's leading brand valuation consultancy assigned SIAT a brand value of 2,024 million rupees for 2021, up a remarkable 46% over 2020, and an overall brand value rank of 48 among the 100 most valuable brands in the country, which include the largest banks, telecommunication services providers and retail giants. That's business news. We look at economic news next.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
The National Development Bank PLC was recently named the Best Retail Bank Sri Lanka 2021 by the World Economic Magazine Awards 2021 USA. The NDB operates around the island via 113 branches. The bank has a significant digital footprint with a network of over 150 ATM, CRMs and Bank to You branchless banking offerings made available at over 70 branches. That's economic news.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
The Department of Meteorology says the southwest monsoon has now established over the country. Thereby, showers or thundershowers will occur at times in the western, Sabaragama, central, northwestern and southern provinces. Torrential rains above 150 millimeters can be expected at some places in the Sabaragama province and in the Kandy and Nuwara districts. Meanwhile, heavy rainfalls above 100 millimeters can be expected in the western, northwestern and southern provinces. A few showers will occur in the northern and north-central provinces. The wind speed can increase up to 50 to 60 kilometers per hour at times over the island, and especially the wind speed can increase up to 70 kilometers per hour at times in the western slopes of the Central Hills, north-central and northwestern provinces, and in Kerala, Vavuniya, Mullaitivu, Mannar, Trincomalee and Hambantota. The general public is urged to take adequate precautions to minimize damage caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
To conclude this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. The public health inspectors suspend their strike temporarily. The sale of liquor will be banned in supermarkets during the travel restriction period. Explosion in Express Pearl, which is on fire off the Colombo harbour, and 25 crew members rescued. Sri Lanka to receive 500,000 Sinopharm vaccine doses today. Special high treatment units will be established in 25 hospitals. And Kuala Lumpur metro train crash injures more than 200 passengers. That concludes this bulletin of news.